Hi, I'm Kaushal, and this is my series, Almost Legend, in which I try to find fun, interesting, and competitive decks that are capable of making it to Standard Legend. Now, my exact process for each deck is to start at Diamond 5 0 stars and climb all the way up to Rank 1 3 stars. At that point, I'll D-rank back down to Diamond 5 and start the process again with a new deck. My hope is that, by watching this series, you'll be able to see some cool and competitive decks that are capable of making it to Legend. Well, almost Legend. Thanks for watching, and now on to the video.
So for this video, we're going to be talking about the Stars Align Priest again. And I think that this deck is super fun and it's actually pretty underrated. So I ended up D-ranking back down to Diamond 5 0 stars. I made a couple tweaks to the deck and then I ranked back up to Diamond 1 3 stars. And the climb was super smooth. I felt like I had game against everything. This deck was pretty favored against control decks, like especially Control Warrior. This deck was kind of rolling over Control Warrior most of the time. And even against the faster decks, you still have some game against them because of the Stars Align and the scam potential. So let's just review some key cards really quickly. The Stars Align is the build around card for this deck. You transform minions in your hand into ones that cost 3 more. So like if you have a random 1 drop in your hand, it turns into a random 4 cost minion that's still like a 4 drop that still costs 1. If you have, 2 drops, it turns into a 5 drop minion that costs 2, etc. So it's really powerful in terms of cheating mana, as long as you have a lot of filler cards in your hand that you could transform. Then it's worth it to play the Stars Align. And then at the turn after you play the Stars Align, you can get a lot of tempo back on the board by playing these overstated minions that don't cost a lot. Um, Another key card for this deck is Cathedral of Atonement. And this location is our draw and our board buffing all in one. And it's my opinion that you should hard mulligan for either the Stars Align or Cathedral of Atonement. I think also like hard mulliganing for Foul Egg, depending on the matchup, is it can work. But Cathedral and the Stars Align are your two key cards. And I think if you just settle on keeping like just random 1 drops and 2 drops, the deck probably performs way worse. Um, so in terms of changes I made and the changes I didn't make, I swapped out Rawden for Sylvanas the Accused, who is a great source of hard removal, and the Infuse actually can trigger pretty often because we're playing cards like Hawkstrider Rancher that summons a bunch of tokens, and we're playing a bunch of cheap minions. I also threw an Astalor for 1 copy of Shadow Ascendant. Um, I made a post about this deck on the competitive Hearthstone subreddit, and I got a lot of great feedback. One point of feedback was people asking, "Hey, why don't you run Thrive in the Shadows?" And so I did try it out for a bit, but I think I ended up not wanting to run it. And the reason why is because if you are hard mulliganing for Cathedral or the Stars Align, then you'll either have the Stars Align in your opening hand, or you will have Cathedral and you can draw 3 extra cards with Cathedral as long as you are keeping some modicum of board presence, which this deck can do. Um, and you'll eventually draw into your Stars Align. I found that when I was in situations where I had to Shadow Visions into the Stars Align, it was really slow, right? You don't really want to be in a situation where you have to spend 5 mana doing nothing against faster decks, right? Every mana matters. And then also if you miss a transformation because you play the Stars Align and you have Shadow Visions in your hand, that's pretty tough. Um, and then the other thing is that against slower matchups, you could say, okay, well, I want to be able to fetch the Stars Align. But in slower matchups, again, you can just wait a little bit for the Stars Align to naturally come as you're drawing cards with Cathedral. Uh, And so I personally like never really found like a super strong need to run Thrive. Um, so yeah, that's a decision I made with this deck. But of course, different people can have different opinions, and you should try out whatever works best for you. Otherwise, I have some more games for you, and I hope you enjoy them. Thanks.
Lazul versus Magni. I'll show you
Okay,
time
so this is
for
probably Control
feeling.
Warrior.
I foresaw this encounter.
I could probably do, yeah, let me just keep the cathedral here. Because ideally I get foul egg into cathedral.
Toys are much more fun to bring.
I think their only answer here is the riff. Okay. So let's see, if I want to add the most health to the board, I would do Fanboy, which is 4 health plus the stealth minion.
What must I do?
'Cause they're gonna Bellowing Flames here. Bellowing Flames will deal 10 damage to the board. Yeah, I think, yeah, let's give this guy health.
Both number one to me.
Make that as annoying as possible to clear. So they can't target it with Bellowing Flames. And then I can draw Posic the next turn.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
I guess I could go Rolling Stone to Shadow Ascendant, because I do kind of want to clear the 5/5 off.
Picking up pace. Here's the drop.
And so this adds 4 health to the board. And so, yeah, this is better.
You are the shadow.
Okay, bash. I guess I should just Stars Align here, right? Let's see what we got here. That's not good. Oh, that's actually really good with this. That's actually really funny. Oh my god. I'm gonna lab constructor copy. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. That is so funny. So they get 1 free turn.
Our gift of the
Let's see what they can do with it.
us.
Do you have this in a bigger
Okay,
size?
draw a couple cards. Cool.
Do not fear. Corruption T1, T4 in. Nearing completion.
Oh my gosh. This is so funny. I mean, they'll probably Blaze Storm this away, but this is beautiful. I mean, maybe they don't have the second Blaze Storm. Okay, prison. There aren't too many like silence effects though with prison, right? Jackpot. Eh. That is nothing. That does nothing. That does nothing. Alright. Oh, okay. That was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually pretty funny.
Lazul versus Jaina.
Knowledge is power. I foresaw this encounter.
So I think we want to look for either Egg, Cathedral, or the Stars Align here. The 1-drops here are pretty replaceable. Let's go ahead and play. Let's go ahead and play egg on 1 here. Just get this down. Because next turn I think I want to go false disciple and then ideally I draw into a cathedral or something. Okay, let's go false disciple. This is really good. This is a great tempo tool against minions from Cosmic Keyboard. Egg is also really good on the board because it protects against the Starfire or whatever the 5-mana mage card is that destroys your board essentially. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so they're gonna have a 4/4 in play, which is actually pretty good for me because I'm gonna be able to absorb it with Serena. So I think I'm always playing this, and so it means I'm always playing these, which means I'm gonna start with this first.
Toys are much more fun to break.
Divine Shield. Ah, Divine Shield. No, I should probably get the egg out. Yeah. Egg is better. And then let's trade to protect my Hawkstrider. I want to make killing this as painful as possible for them. So I think I did an ordering mistake last time because I should have played a 1-drop first, or 1-drop to end my turn so that Rolling Stone would be active. But in any event here, I'm gonna hit the stars align. Do I want to discard my hand? I don't think so. I think I just want to summon these things. So let's just do it. And I think I'm just going straight face, right? Like I'm never going to be able to make board space for all the Rhyme Sculptor minions, so... Yeah, I think I'm going face with everything. I don't think it makes sense to trade down here. Because my opponent is presumably going to be doing trading for me, and this board is so sticky that I don't think I'll have a problem, like, you know, like, I don't think they can Starfire my board away or something and punish me for not trading. Stormwind Champion's going to be really good next turn. I think I'm just going to Stormwind Champion to Crixus, just dump the Cathedral, I think. Because I'm always playing this, and so, yeah. Let's put this in the middle or something. I don't even know. Yeah. I think it's pretty good. I don't know... I actually don't know what outs they would have in this situation. That's pretty good. Reverb. That's kind of cute, actually. Innervate. They probably need a solid alibi to live here, I think, right? Okay, they don't have enough mana for that now. Yeah, I think they're just dead. Because they have to kill, like, basically, you have to kill the Crixus, and then I just draw cards from that, so... Like, there's really no getting out of the situation for them, I think.
Time runs out on me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't... Looks like I didn't need the damage.
You win this.
Good game.
Lazul versus Rexar. Let the hunt begin.
I foresaw this encounter.
Yeah, let's mulligan for the good stuff. Speaking of which, stars align. The good stuff.
I see you've brought guests.
Okay, so this guy is Renethal Hunter. Big Beast Hunter, probably. Let's take Murloc Holmes, because we just want a cheap minion. I don't really care about the actual legendary. Delia, draw a 2-drop here.
+1. I love a little fiddle.
Okay, I want to trade into that.
Remain.
Let's heal. Now, I hope I'm able to drop Cathedral next turn and buff my dude, but if they play Wild Spirits, then that's not gonna happen. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and play Cathedral. I want to draw more cards. Give me more cards. And I don't want to trigger like any bait and switch type stuff, so I'm just gonna attack base. Looks like it is bait and switch probably, unless it's cat trick or something. Wild Spirits. Okay, so no rusher person. Yes, yeah, I think I'm just gonna Stars Align. Okay, so no cat trick either. So we are gonna go. Gonna play this. Okay. That is actually pretty unfortunate. I mean, I couldn't really play around that, but such is life. In that case, do I want to trade off a 1/3 now? Does it make sense, or do I just keep going face? Huh. Now, how do I get punished? Are there cards that Hunter has where they punish me for like a bananas? Yeah, maybe I should trade here. I think that 3 health minion getting bananas on it is pretty bad for me. Green Thumb Gardener is pretty funny. This Overlord Drakuru is really, really good. That's just like such a game-winning minion. That cool is not bad. I wonder if they're just gonna run their whole board into this. Interesting. Okay, that's getting silenced. Because, yeah, first, let's just refresh some mana crystals.
Good morning, my beautiful cow.
Then I have 5 to work with, so I don't want to Stars Align because I want to play Overlord Drakuru next turn. Let's buff this. Maybe do I need to silence? I mean this, but it's what's a 1-mana 4/4, so I should play it for tempo. So maybe it's maybe I'm discovering with False
What
Disciple.
do the cards say?
So let's do that.
The end is near.
These are all pretty bad. So let's just get like a 6-cost transformed, right? Yeah. So yeah, we'll go Jakru next turn into uh probably Stars Align, yeah. The problem is I kind of don't want to use Jakru to attack into these guys because they're dormant for a couple turns and that's really annoying. I want to steal something good. Oh, maybe stealing these guys is actually kind of useful. They probably value trades into the 4/4, I assume. Or value trade in the value trade into the 5/5. Yep. Yep, makes sense. And then you face tank that. Yep. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm just playing this for sure. So we're stealing this. And then we're stealing... That's too much damage to put on me. Maybe I am stealing the 4/3. It kind of sucks, but... Maybe I steal the 1/1. Maybe I steal the 1/1. It's not bad. I think we do that. Like, I'm trading a lot, and that may be wrong, but I feel like protecting the Overlord here is, like, kind of important. I want to make them really stress out about killing it. Next turn I get Stars Aligned into a 7-drop, so... Okay. I have lethal. Yep. I had lethal actually in a couple different ways. I could summon a copy of the Windlord, Overlord as well.
Lazul versus Arthas.
I foresaw this encounter.
I want to toss everything except Stars Align. Like, cause the Psychic Conjure I think is like a borderline keep. Maybe it's a keep. Maybe it's a keep. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna play Stars Align on 2. I'm gonna play a 1-drop and then coin Stars Align. So maybe I keep the Conjure just for a board presence because it's probably gonna hit a minion. So. Yeah, actually, I think that was a mistake. Yeah, because now that I drew Suspicious Usher, it's like, well, I'm just gonna play Usher instead. So like, I probably shouldn't have kept the Conjure, but whatever. Yeah, it's okay. So I'm assuming my opponent is probably some sort of like pure Paladin, token Paladin type build. Really, I think unless there's some sort of defensive Paladin like a Earthen Paladin or whatever, like unless they're one of those, the main thing I have to worry about is them sticking a lot of minions on the board and then putting a Crusader Aura down. So the name of the game in this matchup is deny them the ability to get a lot of value out of Crusader Aura if possible.
An empty pew for you and your guest. I must act now.
We'll just take the cheap legendary because they're gonna transform anything anyways. Everything anyways.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so we have a Zarin Sentinel, Imp King Rafam, Twinbow Terracoil, Commander Ulthok, and Smothering Starfish. Kind of like Smothering Starfish first here. Ulthok is, that's a tough card to use. So let's Smothering. And let's do this. So the fact they're playing Boogie down, so there's some sort of like pure paladin-ish deck.
Need a bit more spice over here.
I think everything's probably going face. I don't really care about. Do I care about the Funk Fin? Do I have to clear the Funk Fin? It's like so annoying. Like I guess I'm putting 3 damage into it. I don't know. Maybe that will turn to a problem later. Yeah, I'll clear it. And then I don't really have imps, so whatever. I'm just gonna play these out.
And they're throwing books.
Now the problem is I'm like next turn is not a good turn because I mean maybe I could get my opponent low enough to play Ulthok and actually have value, but like I don't know about that. Like because the Paladin can do some pretty disgusting things if they can play free cards. Okay. I have to trade off into their minions now. It's kind of annoying.
Reporting for duty.
So I have 10 damage coming. So those always go face. Let's say I play Ulthok. I mean, this always trades. There's no universe in which this doesn't trade. So let's say I play Ulthok. They get taunts in the way of my minions. So they play like a Righteous Protector. Now all of a sudden it takes me multiple attacks to get through.
What must
Do I basically
I do?
throw the game by doing that? Or do I just kind of play it safe with
The end is near.
my Hawkstrider Rancher, Victorious Rayquaza? Kind of just want to play it safe. This might be dumb, but I don't know. I feel like they could do some super disgusting things if I give them free cards. Like they could play Leviathan or something, or they could play Anachronos, just wipe my board away. Like all sorts of really bad things could happen. Maybe if I get them down to 1, I could play Ulthok.
Reporting for duty. The battle is over.
All right, good stuff.
Thanks for watching. And yeah, you don't have to worry about liking or subscribing. Yeah, it's okay. You can just close the video now. Okay, bye.